Hi everyone. Last time we made pizza with the kids, I thought I would do some sushi with them today. So last time we made the pizza and they loved it, but I thought we would do something a bit different because they love sushi. I love the sushi from the shopping centres, but I don't really like all the mayo that they put into the tuna. So what I've done is I've bought just some canned tuna from the supermarket and also just some canned salmon, and I've boiled them just for a few minutes in case there's any sort of germs or anything like that. Maybe I'm just a bit paranoid, but the way I see it is that it's cooked and then it's stuck in the can and you just don't know how long it's been sitting on the shelves for. So what I've done is I've boiled it and it's a little bit dry and I don't really want to fill it up with mayo, but what I've done instead is I've gotten some roasted sesame salad dressing, also from the supermarket, and I've just put a little bit of that in here and mixed it up, just like that, so it's not so dry and it gives it some flavor. And then this is my salmon. And the other thing I've done is I've gotten some beef mince and onion, and I've just stir fried it, just pan fried it with a little bit of Korean barbecue bulgogi sauce. The reason why I've used beef mince is just purely because I can't stand cutting up meat. I don't like all that blood on my hands, so that was just easier. Alright, awesome. And then in terms of fillings for veggies, so my son doesn't like cucumber, so I went and I got a zucchini and I've just boiled it until it's soft, and then I just have some lettuce in the fridge, so I'm going to stick that in there. In terms of preparation, so I know that when you look up sushi recipes, they always say to use sushi rice, and then you're meant to put through like some sushi vinegar once it's cooked, but I didn't have any at home, so all I've done is I've just used whatever I had at home. So I just had some jasmine rice in the pantry and I've used that, and I don't have any vinegar, but I think it'll be fine. I've done it before, and it's you can't really tell the difference if you do it straight away. Like, I mean, rice gets really dry and not very nice once it's been sitting around, but I've just let it cool for a bit, and it's kind of still a bit warm but not too hot, otherwise the seaweed will go really soft when you make it. So I'm just using, like, all of this stuff that I've gotten is just from Woolies. I think most Woolies and Coles these days have a really decent sort of Asian section where you don't have to go and especially hunt down any Asian stores if you can't find any. So all right, awesome. So the shiny side goes down because you want that to stick out, and then the rough side is for the inside, as you can see, so all the grooves and stuff, so the rice can go in there, but you can see the lines through there. So what I do is I use that as a guide to how much rice I put in. So I've got my sushi mat. I've wrapped it up in cling wrap so that it's easier to use and it's more hygienic. You can just chuck it after. You can take off the cling wrap and just bin it, and then it's done. Alright, so let's get started. So for the first one, I wash my hands. I have already, but I'll do it again. Okay, and I've got just a small bowl of some water, just so I can dip my hands into there, and that makes the rice a bit sort of easier to handle. So I'm going to use my hands, wet my fingers, get some rice. Sorry, can you see that? All right, so just get some rice and push it down and try and get it to the edges, just so you sort of cover up the whole thing. And I don't want to make it too big because I want to make it nice and easy for the kids when they eat it. Alright, so I think I'll make the first one tuna. We'll do a tuna one. they always get a bit too greedy and put too much filling, and then in the end I can't roll it up, so I'll have to try and control myself. Alright, so use some zucchini, and here we go. So hope you can see. So basically I'm going to push down so that's nice and firm. Oh, before I forget, I'm going to wet the end of my the end bit of my sushi roll, just so it'll stick. So push it in with my fingers, and then I start to roll. Not too hard, but firm. And then you just sort of push it a bit, take that up, and then keep rolling. Alright. There you have it. Of the sushi roll. I'm going to use my bread knife. My husband bought me a really nice knife set, and the bread knife is just fantastic. It cuts through anything. So I'm going to use this. Alright, and then I'll try and make it into smaller pieces. So what I've noticed in the sushi restaurants, what they do is when they cut the ends, it doesn't look as nice, so they just sort of stick that down so the nicer looking part is sticking up. So we'll just do the same. Alright, here we go. And then I bought some of these really nice looking Japanese plates from Daiso. They're only like $2.80 each, and it just looks really good. So when the kids look at it, they go, oh, looks great. And they want to eat it, which is good. Alright, so the next one I'm going to do, I think I'll do a salmon one. I'll wet my fingers, get some rice, I try really hard not to stress about every single ingredient in a recipe, because I think at the end of the day, you know, you can always sort of make it to how you like it. Like if you don't have something, don't have to run out to the shops and get it. So I've just used whatever I had in the pantry. Alright. So I try and I've kind of not done a very good job this time, but I usually try and leave a little bit of a gap here. It just makes it easier to roll and stick at the end. So again, I'll wet the end so it'll stick together. It's just water. And then I think, okay, so some of this salmon. So I've actually used the smoked salmon, the little cans of smoked salmon that you can get, and I like that smoky flavour. Alright, so I'll stick that in there. Try and hide as much vegetables in there as I possibly could. My son Dylan absolutely hates avocado, hates it, but I love avocado. So what I normally do is I get some avocado, and then I hide it in between the rice and the tuna, and he usually doesn't see it. Let's hope he doesn't watch this video and know my trick. Okay, so roll. And I think a lot of people sort of struggle with this part because while it looks easy, it can be difficult. But it's like anything, really, you know. You do it a couple of times and it becomes really easy. Alright. I would love to be able to give this to my son in his lunchbox because he refuses to eat his lunch. But I'm just a bit scared of giving him like fish or meat or anything like that in his lunchbox. So I don't know if you guys have any suggestions for fussy eaters for lunchboxes. Please let me know, because we've tried everything to try and get our son Dylan to eat his sandwich, and he just won't eat it. I've even tried like fancy little wraps and things like that, and he'll eat it for 1 or 2 days, and then that's it. He just won't eat it again. All right, so yeah, that's our first plate. All right, I think that looks all right. Okay, the rest on here. I think I've kind of made a bit of a mess of this one. It's not as neat as the first one. Maybe I need to wash my knife. All right. So, third one. Let's go. Okay. So I'll get some seaweed. My kids love the little packets of the Korean seaweed snacks. You know, the one you can get them in Coles now and Woolies, and they're about $5 for a packet of maybe 8 or 10, and they're really nice. But I find they're sort of, I don't know, they're a bit too, some of them are a bit too salty. Plus they're not exactly very cheap. They're like, there's not much in them. But my best friend Cherry, she was telling me that what she does is she buys these normal packets of seaweed, and then she kind of sprays it with a little bit of like olive oil, or I don't know, coconut oil, whatever she uses, and then she sticks it in the oven, and it turns out exactly the same. Great idea. I haven't tried it myself yet, but yeah, I have to try it. All right, I'm gonna hide some zucchini in it as well, and then get my beef mince and onion. I've put onion because I like onion, but at the same time just trying to give them as much vegetable as I can. I try and hide veggies wherever I can. Although my kids aren't too bad, they're not too bad at all in terms of veggies. They won't eat fruit at all, but they will generally eat veggies. Alright, got that at the end. Alright, so just again, just sort of push it down with your fingers, and then push it in, so sort of a bit firm, and then pull up that end bit, and then roll. I think the making part is not so difficult, but just the preparation. Boiling the zucchini, boiling the tuna. I might actually give this a wash, just it's gonna get sort of sticky. Okay, so I've got a tissue. Just dry it off. And just with the sort of end bits don't look as nice, so I'll just cut it and then sit that on the bottom. Okay. I think they're not too bad for a size this time. Normally I get so greedy that they end up being so big and difficult to wrap, so maybe I'm a lot more conscious of people watching me today, so I'm trying to make it look a bit nicer. Okay, so I think I might make just one more of probably the beef, I think. We've got 2 fish ones. Alright, wet my fingers, get my rice. Oh, I think our favourite place to go to for sushi is Sushi Edo in Sunnybank, and it's always so packed. When you look at the sushi chef, the way they make the sushi, it looks so easy. Well, this is the only one I know how to make. I've tried to make the ones that, you know, where they do a little rice thing. They're like the unagi, and then they put the meat and stuff on top. Yeah, it wasn't so easy. Mine fell apart. Alright, zucchinis. Yay. I love zucchini. I've got a whole bunch in my fridge because I went to the organic store last week and they have these weekly specials. That was what I was on special, so I bought like 3 kilos. So I've been like stir frying it, I've been boiling it, I've been steaming it, and just trying to eat it. I think what I tend to do is whatever's on special, I'll buy a heap of it, and then it'll be in my fridge. I'll open it up and I see it and I'll be like, oh, well, it's there. I don't want to waste it, so I'll eat it. And that's probably my way of forcing myself to eat a lot of veggies. I do that same thing with water. So when I'm at work, I've got this gigantic jug. I fill it up and I sit it on my desk. And then when I see it, I'm like, oh, I need to make sure I drink my water. And if I don't, that whole jug will go to waste. So I'll drink. And I'll make sure I finish it before I leave work for the day. My boss came into my office the other day and he was like, why do you have 3 cups? I was like, well, I've got one for water, for that jug of water to make sure I finish. One for my mint tea, which I always have because it gets so cold in there, the aircon. And one for the cup of coffee. Okay, looks like you're having a party in here. Yep. Party by myself. Okay. Oops. Yeah, got a bit lazy. Should have washed my knife. But not too bad. Okay, here we go. Hey boys, do you want to wash your hands?
What is it?
Go wash your hands.
No.
Come and eat. Wash my hands. Okay, and then in terms, so this is our third one. And then what I'm gonna do?
It smells good, Mommy.
Does it? Good,
Yes.
awesome.
Oh my god, that smells so good. Yeah, Mommy.
You got some of these little sauce dishes too.
Yeah.
Hang on a minute. And then I've got, so instead of using normal soy, I use, this is organic tamari sauce, which is gluten free. I don't know if you can get them in supermarkets, but I bought this in the organic store. It's about $5, but I think it's far better for you, so I'm going to use this. Alright, so we're going to have soy for you too. This is Luzio, Dylan's friend from school. And my 7-year-old absolutely loves wasabi. So I'm going to mix some wasabi in his. Alright. I try really hard not to give the kids anything too salty because obviously it's not very good for them. So I always try and mix a little bit of water in the soy.
What? Where's your wash?
I will do right now. So just a little bit. I do this in juice as well, so when we go out and my husband and I are having like being naughty and we're having a glass of wine or a beer or something and the kids are like, well, I want a drink. So what I do is I order them a juice and then I ask for an extra glass and I dilute it half with water. The reason for that is because then I think it's like anything, everything's a habit, and if they get used to having sort of juice or anything that's not so overly sweet, I think that for the rest of their life they're just going to think this is what it tastes like. And if they have anything that's overly sweet, you're not going to like it because they're not used to it. So I don't know if that's actually going to work, but that's my theory. That's my trick anyway. Okay, well done. Okay guys, come. Let's see what it looks like, okay? So that's the tuna, salmon, and this is the beef one.
Oh, beef.
All right, guys.
Beef.
Have you washed your hands?
Yeah.
Have you washed your hands?
Yeah.
You have? All right. You have or you haven't?
No.
Go wash your hands. Don't lie to
He's lying.
me. Okay. Wait. Okay. No. Yeah, yours is not spicy. It's not spicy.
Mine?
No, yours
My
is not.
sauce not spicy. Can
No.
I have a little bit of wasabi?
You can try it without first.
Can I
Let me.
have
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Let me know what you think. What do you think? Is it good? Is it good or no?
I'm having avocado.
Yes?
I'm having avocado and meat that Dylan hates avocados.
No, actually this is zucchini. There's no avocado in there. He doesn't like cucumber and he doesn't like avocado. What do you think?
Yummy.
Pass? Alright, awesome. Alright, fabulous.